Welcome, dear dreamers. Tonight, as the rain softly taps upon your window, let its gentle rhythm carry you to a world where wonder and magic intertwine. This is Kalpanon, a land where the air shimmers with secrets and the mountains hold tales as old as time. Here, in the heart of this mystical realm, lies the Misty Glen, a place where dreams are born and memories are cherished. We have journeyed with Zarvi, the Dream Pedlar, and Uziphir, the brave phoenix, while they traverse the faraway skies, peddling dreams and gathering stories from the stars. But tonight, their journey brings them to a sanctuary of warmth, nestled deep within the embrace of the Misty Glen. It is a place where the glow of lanterns and the scent of blooming flowers lead them to a cozy cottage, a haven where her beloved grandparents await. As the rain continues to fall, let its soothing lullaby guide you into this world of ethereal beauty. In Kalpanon, every raindrop carries a whisper, each misty breath holds a dream. Relax your mind and body, gently close your eyes and allow yourself to journey with Zarvi, our dream peddler, into the heart of the Misty Glen. The rain drummed a soft rhythmic lullaby against the canopy of trees, each drop a note in nature's symphony. The mystical land of Kalpanon was swathed in the gentle embrace of a summer rain, its vibrant foliage glistening under a veil of mist. Zarvi, the dream peddler, flew gracefully on Uziphir, her loyal phoenix. Uziphir's fiery feathers left trails of light that shimmered even through the dense clouds. Today was a special day. Zarvi was returning to her childhood home, the place where she had learned the ancient art of weaving dreams. Zarvi's heart swelled with anticipation as they soared over the rolling hills and lush meadows of Kalpanon. Each valley and forest below held memories, whispers of the past. Uziphir let out a resonant call, sensing the significance of their journey. The phoenix descended towards a cozy glen nestled between two towering mountains, where the scent of wet earth and blooming flowers mingled in the air. The glen opened to a charming cottage with a thatched roof, smoke curling lazily from its chimney. The cottage was surrounded by gardens filled with dream flowers, plants with petals that shimmered like stardust, their fragrances intoxicating and surreal. Zarvi's grandparents lived here, and the sight of their home filled her with a profound sense of nostalgia. As Uziphir landed gracefully in front of the cottage, the door swung open, revealing her grandparents, Anedia and Karun. They stood there to give Zarvi a warm welcome, their faces lighting up with joy. Anedia, with her silver hair, exuded a serene beauty. Karun, tall and regal, his beard as white as the first snow, had eyes that twinkled with wisdom and kindness. "Welcome home, dear Zarvi," Anedia called out, her voice melodic and warm. "Grandmother, grandfather!" Zarvi dismounted Uziphir and ran into their embrace. The warmth of their hug, the familiar scent of lavender and old books, brought tears to her eyes. Anedia and Karun stepped back, taking in the sight of Uziphir. The phoenix stood proudly, his fiery feathers flickering like living flames. "So this is the famous Uziphir," Karun said, his voice filled with awe. "Magister Lucian spoke highly of his bravery, but seeing him in person is truly magnificent. You have a noble companion, Zarvi. It is an honor to meet you, Uziphir." The phoenix let out a soft, melodious cry, acknowledging their words. Zarvi beamed with pride. "Magister Lucian created him as a gift to me. Uziphir has been my faithful guide and protector ever since." As the rain continued its gentle dance outside, Zarvi settled into the cozy cottage, her mind drifting back to her childhood days. She remembered the evenings by the hearth, where her grandparents would tell her stories of ancient dream peddlers, their voices weaving magic into every word. One vivid memory stood out, her first lesson in dream weaving. She was just a child, her parents lost to the sands of time, and her grandparents had taken her in, nurturing her with love and knowledge. They led her to the ancient loom, an intricate piece of artistry that stood in a room filled with scrolls and glowing crystals. The loom was said to be as old as Kalpanon itself, crafted from the wood of the first dream tree. Its threads were spun from the whispers of the night and the light of the stars. Zarvi, my dear, this loom is the heart of our craft, Karun had explained, his voice gentle but firm. It is through this that we weave dreams, crafting worlds of wonder and solace. Anedia guided Zarvi's small hands to the loom. Close your eyes, feel the threads, and let your heart guide you. Dreams are born from emotions, from hopes and wishes. Zarvi had felt a tingle as her fingers brushed the threads. Closing her eyes, she let her imagination flow, envisioning a world of floating islands and crystal waterfalls. To her amazement, the loom began to hum, the threads weaving her visions into a tapestry of dreams. Zarvi's reverie was broken by her grandmother's soft voice. Would you like to weave again, Zarvi? With a nod, Zarvi heads towards the ancient loom. It stood there, timeless and majestic, bathed in the soft glow of enchanted lanterns. Taking a deep breath, Zarvi placed her hands on the loom, feeling the familiar hum of its magic. As she began to weave, memories and emotions flowed through her, the threads capturing the essence of her journey, her hopes, and her dreams. The tapestry that formed was a mesmerizing blend of colors and light, a reflection of her soul. Outside, the rain continued to fall, a soothing backdrop to their reunion. Uziphir roosted nearby, his feathers glowing softly in the dim light. From the shadows of the forest emerged two majestic creatures, the companions of her grandparents. Karun's companion, a blue owl named Ruru, swooped down silently, his feathers a mix of midnight blue and silver, his eyes glowing with an ethereal light that seemed to see into the very fabric of dreams. Anedia's companion, a mystical peacock named Citra, stepped gracefully into view. Citra was adorned with a crown of feathers that sparkled like gemstones. As the night wore on, Zarvi felt a growing sense of unease. There was a dream, a puzzle she had been unable to solve. It haunted her thoughts, a tapestry of shadows and enigmas that eluded her grasp. She shared her frustration with her grandparents, hoping they might have the wisdom to guide her. There is a dream, Zarvi began, her voice tinged with uncertainty. A puzzle I cannot solve. No matter how hard I try, I cannot weave the right threads to bring it to life. Anedia and Karun exchanged a knowing glance. Tell us more, child, Anedia encouraged gently. Zarvi described the dream, a vision of a vast star-filled sky with a mysterious door floating in the void. The door was locked, and behind it she sensed something powerful and profound. But every time she tried to weave the dream, the threads would unravel, leaving her with nothing but frustration. Anedia nodded thoughtfully. This is a dream of great significance, Zarvi. It is not just a dream, but a key to something deeper. Sometimes the answer lies not in the threads, but in the weaver. You must look within, find the source of your strength and your fears. Only then will the door reveal its secrets, Karun reassured her. Zarvi spent the rest of the night by the ancient loom, her pet firefly, Loom, casting a soft, soothing light. The rain outside became a gentle rhythm, a lullaby for the land of Kalpanon. She closed her eyes, taking deep breaths, allowing her mind to drift. Memories of her childhood, her journey with Uziphir, and the wisdom of her grandparents flowed through her. She focused on the emotions, the love and the loss, the joy and the pain. As she drifted into the years gone by, her grandmother brought out a tray of mystic fruit tarts, an old family recipe from Zarvi's childhood. The tarts, filled with starberries that glowed faintly like constellations and moon fruit that had a gentle silvery sheen, were a favorite treat from her younger days. The taste was a burst of sweetness and nostalgia, each bite a reminder of the summer evenings spent in the cozy warmth of her grandparents' home. "Remember these?" Anedia asked with a smile, placing the tray beside her. "They always brought you comfort." Zarvi nodded, savoring the familiar flavors. "I remember. They taste like home." With renewed determination, Zarvi approached the loom once more. The loom's threads shimmered with anticipation, responding to her touch. As she began to weave, she envisioned the star-filled sky from her dream, focusing on the mysterious door. This time, she let her emotions guide her. Her love for her grandparents, the strength she had gained from her journeys, and the hope that always burned within her. The threads responded, weaving a tapestry of unparalleled beauty. As the tapestry took shape, a mythological creature began to emerge. It was a magnificent dragon with scales of silver and gold, its eyes like twin suns, radiating wisdom and power. The dragon coiled around the door, its presence both protective and commanding. Zarvi wove intricate details into the dragon's form, each scale a symbol of a lesson learned, each claw a testament to the challenges overcome. As she added the final touches, the dragon seemed to come alive, its eyes glowing with an inner light. The dragon lifted its head and roared, a sound that echoed through the starry expanse. The door began to open, revealing a realm of infinite possibilities, a landscape of breathtaking beauty, with rivers of light and mountains that shimmered like crystals. Zarvi felt a surge of energy and purpose. The dream she had been struggling with was a vision of her next journey, a call to help someone whose dreams were troubled and in need of her skills. As the tapestry completed, Zarvi knew where she had to go next. The vision showed her a village on the edge of Kalpanon, where a child named Anala was plagued by nightmares. But these were no ordinary nightmares. They were filled with a dark presence, a shadowy figure known as the Dream Wraith, a creature that fed on fear and sorrow, trapping Anala in a cycle of terror that disrupted the peace of the entire community. The threads had finally revealed her next destination, a place where her skills as a dream peddler were desperately needed. She shared her revelation with her grandparents, who listened intently. "Anala's dreams are tormented by a shadow from the past," Zarvi explained. "I must help her find peace." Anedia and Karun exchanged a glance filled with both pride and concern. "You will need strength for this journey," Karun said, his voice solemn. "The land where you are going is challenging, and the nightmares may be powerful." Anedia nodded and retrieved a small ornate box from a high shelf. Opening it, she revealed a pair of anklets made of dream dust and mystical metal, shimmering with a soft, otherworldly light. "These belong to your mother," Anedia said, her voice tender. "They carry the energy and protection of the dream peddlers before you. Wear them, and they will help you weave even the most difficult dreams." Zarvi accepted the anklets with reverence, feeling the weight of her heritage and the love of her ancestors. She slipped them onto her ankles, feeling a surge of power and connection to her lineage. The rain had stopped, leaving the land of Kalpanon refreshed and glistening. Zarvi emerged from the cottage, greeted by the warmth of the morning sun. Uziphir, Ruru, and Chitra stood together, a majestic assembly of companions and protectors. Anedia and Karun joined her, their faces filled with pride and love. "You have done well, Zarvi," Karun said, his voice filled with emotion. "You have unlocked a new chapter in your journey." Anedia embraced her. "Remember, the true power of a dream peddler lies not in the loom, but in the heart. You are destined for greatness, my dear." Zarvi smiled, her heart light and full of hope. With her glowing satchel and loom by her side, and the wisdom of her grandparents guiding her, she knew she was ready for whatever dreams awaited her. Zarvi mounted Uziphir, feeling the anklet's gentle hum against her skin. With a final wave to her grandparents, and with Uziphir's wings ready to take flight, Zarvi looked towards the horizon. The journey ahead was filled with challenges, but Zarvi felt ready, her heart and spirit buoyed by the love and wisdom she carried with her. And so, with Zarvi settled on his back, Uziphir soared into the sky, heading towards the village on the edge of Kalpanon, ready to peddle new dreams and explore the endless wonders of Kalpanon. The land, bathed in the golden light of a new day, whispered promises of adventures yet to come.